Hi, ladies. Welcome to this our team session. Today is Monday, August the 14th. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Special welcome to Jerris, who is the newest member of our team. Woohoo!
Thank you.
She signed in on under Miss Brown, so she is directly a part of Miss Brown's team, but of course, she's a part of the team in general. And we'll be here to answer your questions that you might have or to explain some things to you so that you can better understand what in the world you got yourself into.
Okay.
And if you happen to be watching the replay, thank you so much for joining us. And we hope that what we share tonight will inspire you to grow your direct sale business or your Avon business. Welcome again, everyone. There's a lot going on in Avon these days. So take it away, Tamara. You're muted.
Muted, yes, sorry. Some of the happenings that took place. Well, one of the major happenings that took place this past weekend was our Avon Convention 2023. And
Woo-hoo.
that was a phenomenal event. It was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And those of us who were in the house felt the energy, got educated on some new things, and we are here to share that with you. Campaign 16, and as we know, ends tomorrow. Is it tomorrow?
Campaign
Yes.
16 ends tomorrow, yes.
Tomorrow ends tomorrow, 11:59 p.m. So those of us who went to convention and learned about some of the new products, we can go ahead and pop those in our carts. And those of us who are still, wrapping up those last minute orders from our customers, we ask you to, hurry up and get those orders together so that you can place your order by 11:59 p.m. tomorrow. But there's a lot of other things happening as well. We're gearing up for our fourth quarter, which is our top, for a lot of representatives, that's where the earnings come in. So we will share a lot of information with you about what happened at convention, and I hope that some of the information that we impasse you will help you to grow your business for this fourth quarter especially. But a lot of happenings. We have our live, and as soon as you log on to avon.com, you will always see that video that's playing in the background. So you can go ahead and click on it and watch the replays, or you can make sure you send that information out to your customers, especially your online customers, so that they can register for these live videos. They have a lot of treats, discounted products, treats for those people who attend the live videos. So make sure your customers know about those lives that they have. They will get email notifications for when those are, but just send out that initial notification so that they can register for all the lives. But yeah, that's what's happening in Avon Nation.
That's right. That's right. Thank you
Okay.
so much, Tamara. Now, as Tamara says, we're going to be sharing about Avon Convention that we just attended. And before Jeannie starts talking about the social aspect of convention, we are going to, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about convention. And Avon Convention is an annual 3-day event where all Avon reps are invited to attend in person or virtual. The location is different every year and is usually held at a 5-star hotel or a convention center. It is usually with first class training, amazing announcements, new product reveals, giveaways, shopping, celebration, recognition, surprises, keynote speaker, and so much more. It is considered as an investment in your Avon business. Therefore, it is not free. Representatives are usually so energized, motivated, and invigorated that it translates into a business boost. Tamara, can you do the next two for me, please?
And this year, from our team, we had two newbies. We had Jeannie and we had Karina Hatton, who attended convention for the very first time. And as Angeline, let's congratulate them for doing that.
Congratulations.
Yes, for making that investment that Angeline just mentioned. And they will share their experience, or Jeannie, who's online at the moment, will share her experience of what it felt like being in the house for the very first time. And then myself and Ashley have attended a couple more previous conventions in the past with other members or just both of us by ourselves. So we too will also share our experience. This year, convention was held at the Gaylord Resort and Convention Center in National Harbor, Washington, D.C. And it was a very nice area. As actually said, always take us to some 5-star areas. It was really, really nice. The area was nice. You were able to walk around and stuff like that. So it's always nice, a nice, comfortable area.
Mm-hmm.
And, as I said before, as Angeline said before, we're just going to impact some stuff that we have learned, some things that we learned, some things that we enjoyed, to you guys this evening. So just get your pens and papers and, jot down some of the information that we're about to share with you.
Yes, absolutely. And the four of us, as we said, it is an investment, which means we pay for our travel and we pay for our accommodation and our meals. Avon just provide the convention, and so it's an investment. So to make it economical for us, we all stayed in the same room. And we got to know each other, because that's the other thing that we, you get to do, because sometimes we're together and we know each other, but, spending time with each other is also good. So we got to know each other a little bit better. So that was really interesting and nice. Very pleasant experience for all. So Jeannie is going to talk about the social aspect of convention. What are some of the things, the things that we enjoyed at convention? So Jeannie.
Well, hello everybody. Glad you're able to join us. It was a different experience. It's not like the meetings that we have. It's you engage in a lot of different things. They play games. They ask a lot of questions. They want feedback from you, number one, because they want to try to help you the best way they can to get your business going. So it's a lot of participation when you do the convention, and it's for those days when 3-4 days. So the sessions is like 3 hours, then you break, and then you do another 2 or 3 hours, and then you're on your own after that. But it's a lot to see. It was interesting, just going to see how they set it up. We see the new products that's coming out online. There's things that you don't know, but it's the way they set it up for you. It makes it really interesting. So I haven't posted any pictures yet, but I'm going to post some pictures of the different things that I saw. Hopefully tonight or tomorrow. But one of the things that I got out of it was we always talk about in our meetings here, Angeline and Tamara, we always talk about, how you have to believe in yourself and basically how you just have to do it. It's not going to be easy. You're always going to have people that's going to have something negative to say about Avon, but there's so many people out here who didn't know it still exists, and they're happy to see that we are still here. So you have to put your one foot in front of the other and just keep going. You have to just let in your mind, this is what I want to do and no one's going to stop me. So they talked about this thing called remix. Honestly, I don't remember the song they played, but they played a rap song. I can't remember what it was. And it's remix. So whatever you did today and tomorrow, if that didn't work for you, it's time to remix. You got to rethink. And you got to get another strategy going to figure out, well, how can I do this? This is something that I really want to do. So I have to put my best foot forward. And each day is going to be something different. So you just have to continue to, have faith in yourself if this is what you really want to do with your business. So you may have a good campaign order for campaign 16, but maybe 17 you don't. But you still have to figure out how you get all those orders for campaign 16. So now you could do the same thing for 17, or you got to remix and rethink it and do something different that you haven't been doing. So that was one of the things I really got out of it, how they broke it down into 3 different categories. And they say something about we're like water. Water continues to move, but just because it stops today, it doesn't mean that it can't move forward tomorrow. So the only thing I can say is put your best foot forward and just have faith in your own self to know that if this is what I really want to do, then I have to fight for it, and you don't have to, chase nobody down. You just try to, communicate with people and get as many orders as possible and just figure out how you're going to make money from this. So I guess that's it. It's all up to us. It's what we do. Some days I'm good, some I'm not. I'm struggling now, to be honest, because I had to reach a certain quota. I've been President's Club for 3 years. I don't know how I'm going to go backwards, but I have to continue to go forward so I can at least be President's Club if I don't go, to a rose circle or a silver or whatever comes after that. So we're all struggling. So we're just putting that one foot forward, and we just out here, how they say, hitting the pavement, trying to make it work the best way we can for us.
That's right.
So
wow. Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you. That was good. We could almost wrap now. We could almost close the meeting now. Jeannie touched on so many different things that were covered during the convention, and it's really the convention is really geared towards re-energizing us to really remix, as she said. And some of the other social aspects that they had. This year, for the first time, there was a talent show where Avon asked people to volunteer to show their talents, and they had 54 people who who entered, so to speak, into the quote unquote competition, and there was a final selection of 10. And so we got to see the 10 perform. There was predominantly singers, and there was a ventriloquist, and there were tap dancers and so on. And it was really good. And the young lady who won, you know, she sang one of Whitney Houston's song, and she really did an amazing job of it. So that was really, really good. So that was really entertaining. And so that was really great. I really enjoyed that. And of course, we get to see other representatives and to take pictures, and the way they decorate the place, as Jeannie said, you know, it's just really, really very it just make you feel good about Avon. You know, to see Avon was everywhere in the section of the hotel that, you know, we were that the convention was being held, you know, and there were just huge signs saying Avon and so on. So it was really good.
But
Anything you want to add? Okay.
yeah, another thing, you know, the song, even the Whitney Houston song, I didn't know that song and a lot of her songs that I know, but all the songs that they were singing, they were asked after they sung the song, why did they sing the song? And they had really good reasons as to why. And all of it was some type of encouragement or something that they went through. So you could kind of relate to, you know, the song that they sang and the reason why. So everything was to encourage themselves,
Mhm.
and it was to encourage us also, because they also talked about like what is your brand. And I didn't quite understand what they was talking about when they said that, when the lady was 47 and she was talking about, you know, she was 47 years old and that's what she called her brand. But she was saying that tell some of your customers or let some people know what type of person you really are, you know. So she used 47. So you can use anything stating what type of person you are and what you like to do, whether it's hobbies or things like that. And people are geared toward you because these are the things you like and they may like too. And also get them to maybe order from you because you like some of the same things that they like. So I just wanted to say that too.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Jeannie. Anything you want to add to that, Tam?
Um, no, no. I mean, the social part of it, you know, we get to meet other representatives, we get to see what other representatives are doing, we get to, you know, have fun. It's, you know, we have games incorporated into these things where, you know, you're able to win things that are non-Avon products as well, you know. So
Mhm.
they give us the ability to stretch ourselves. They you know, they recognize us. um they have the thing that excited me this year was when Angeline and Jeannie said, "Oh, your name, you know, our names are there." They created a wall of names of each and every attendee, you know, that came to convention, whether you were there in person or whether you were there virtually. And that's something new. And then for those people who have worked hard, they get to walk the star of or the star of the Hall of Fame star carpet or something like that. You know, they get to sit on the stars and take their pictures. You know, the way how they make you feel when you've accomplished a goal, you know, is beyond words. So the social part of it, they make you feel inclusive. They remember you and they reward you for every little thing that you do, and they show it, you know, especially at convention you get to see it.
Mhm. Absolutely. Thank you, ladies. And now we're going to be just, I mean, it's difficult for us to dive deeply into, you know, everything that was all of the training that we got. But we will give you a brief overview about some of the training that we got, the business training that we received. um First of all, we're still tired, so it wasn't even such a great idea to have planned this meeting right after we came back. And that's the truth. We're still tired. And then, you know, it takes, sometimes you gotta assimilate things in your brain, and then to be able to share it with others. And so what we will do is give you an overview of some of the trainings, and some of the things were recorded. And so, well, I record some things, and so we'll be able to share some things. And, as time goes on, we will definitely be sharing more with you. I'd like to pause at this time and welcome another team member, as very new as well. Will Niv just joined us. She is one of our very new representatives as well. And she hit the ground running. She has been placing her orders. She is under, oh my God, her name just, Barbara's team. And so we're very glad to have Will Niv with us. Welcome, Will Niv. Good to see you online. I don't know, maybe she's at work or so, but however, we're glad that you are online, and we hope that you can hear us. And so, Tamara, I don't know where you want to take it. I just I apologize that I did not get a chance to send you anything.
That's okay. All right. The one thing that Avon has always stuck behind is developing your story, and one of the things that struck me this year was my aha moment, because all the time you were trying to think of your story as just Avon based story. I guess I don't know if anybody has got that feeling, but it was always, when you're like told to write your story, in my mind it was always my Avon story. What is my Avon story? But what I got differently this year was, it does not have to be the Avon story. Avon is going to somehow be a part of the story, but what is your story? The story of you, meaning who is Tamara? Who is Denise? Who is Jeannie? Who is Angeline? Who is Jerry's? Who is Wilna's? To the core, who are you? And when people got up and started, because what I liked as well is they gave, after each thing, they gave us the opportunity to share with everybody else what our stories. People got up and they're like, the one lady got up and she said her story was, she came to convention last year, or I don't know if it was last year, but I'm going to say last year. She met another lady, another Avon rep, and they just became friends. When they got home, the Avon lady, I guess they were friends on Facebook, and the Avon lady put up that somebody needed a kidney, and she reached out to the friend and asked who that person was, and the friend was like, why? And she's like, maybe I'm a match for the person. And because of that friendship, she donated her kidney to somebody that she doesn't even know. It was a customer of her friend. You understand what I'm saying? And that was her story. That did something for her. So one of the things that they asked us to do in this workshop was to craft our stories. And, they asked us to be, when you're crafting your story, you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with who you are. And I think a lot of times we sugarcoat it because we're probably ashamed, or we don't want everybody else to know our business. But, the authentic part of us is what is going to shine. And once you shine through, then you will find your people. There was somebody who was saying that they found their people because of something that they switched up. There was somebody who was doing videos of Avon stuff, and she switched up. And she started to do videos of something else. But guess what? She found her people, and her people will now be shopping from her because they connected on a different level. Because of who she is at the core is now why she's gaining more customers. So that is one thing that struck me this year, that that past years I was like, I don't know how to incorporate Avon like that. I have an Avon story, but Avon is not, the whole story,
Mhm.
So I now have to start from the beginning, and how I will tie that in is how Avon somehow led me on a different path. You understand what I'm saying? How Avon came in at the right time when I needed it,
Mm.
and then we take it from there. And then the
Mm.
other thing is we have to share that. We share that with people. And, we don't have to share that with Angeline or Jean or Denise or anybody like that, or the other friends that you have. You share that with other people, because guess what is going to happen? There's going to be something that connects
Mhm.
those people to something that you have said in your story. It could be one sentence, or somebody might have experienced something else. It might not be Avon that brought them to, a solid place, but the storyline is the same way. So the connection is built like that.
Mhm.
And that is something that I'm going to work on. I've started it, and I'm glad how they did the workshops this year, because now we can go back and look at all the information that we jot down in the moment when we were listening to it, all the information, the questions that were asked, and the information that we jot down in the moment that will bring us back to that moment when we start to, revise our stories. So that's one of the things that struck me. And the other thing that struck me too is the brand, or the hero product. Everybody knows that Avon brochure from back to front has not only perfumes, not only skincare, but Avon is like a store. You walk into Target, and Target has different departments. Avon brochure is a department store. And what they're saying is, you find what works for you. Find your product that you love to sell. They're not saying that you don't sell the other stuff, but what is it that you are good at selling? Is it perfume? Is it skincare? Is it bath and body? And you delve into that category and you work it. And that's one of the things that kind of break it down for me as well, because a lot of times we try to sell. I know Denise is one of the persons who always say, oh, I don't sell. There's certain things that we talk about sometimes, and she's like, well, I've never sold that. That is fine, because there are other things that I know Denise sells really well, and she stands behind those products. So those would be Denise's hero products. So, what we need you to do when you find that hero product, educate yourself as much as possible about that product. Know that product. So if it's bath and body, know bath and body from front to back, so that you can talk about it. Another thing that they want us to do is use the products. Use the products. Educating yourself about the product is one thing, but using the product so that you know exactly what it does to your skin. You can do your before and after, and you can talk with authenticity because you know you have used it. You understand what I'm saying? So those are some of the takeaways that I have as far as the business training and development part of it is for now.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Tamara. And ladies on the line, as we are going along, if you have any questions, then feel free to ask the question. Of course, we'll give an opportunity at the end as well, but sometimes it's good to ask a question in the moment so that we can just address it there and then. And of course, if you don't jot it down, sometimes we forget to ask it. So absolutely, I agree with everything that Tamara says, and that hero product thing is really, really crucial. And what they want us to do is to simplify things, to not be too overwhelmed, with the entire book. And they gave the example at somebody they said, sometimes the front cover of the brochure is about jewelry, and people interpret it to think that, okay, so now I need to delve into jewelry and understand jewelry. And then the next week, the front cover is about skincare, and they're thinking that, oh, I need to delve into skincare. And so you get completely overwhelmed, and they're saying, no, that is not what you need to do. You really need to zero in. And one of the ways to know is, how do you feel about that product? Do you find that you are gearing towards knowing more about that product, that when somebody's asking you about that product, that you are curious about it yourself, and you want to delve deeper into the product? Is that the product that is sells the most for you? Because the hero product is the product that is bringing you in the most money. And they were saying that, our lip balms are good, but lip balms can't be your hero product, because lip balm only costs 99 cents. And so at the end of the day, they want us to be earning money. So then if the lip balm is your hero product, you might want to be looking for another hero. Because even though we may get excited about lip balm, we also want to be earning more money. So we want to be looking at products that would bring us even more income. And a question that they asked was, if a customer, friend, or so on were to be asked about me, Angeline, if they were to be asked, well, what product do you see Angeline highlighting, maybe showing on her Facebook page the most, or talking about the most? Our customer is supposed to be able to identify what that product is. So it means that for the most part, I am a skincare person. My category, my hero product is skincare, and the product category. And so if I am not posting on social media predominantly about skincare, then it is not clear to my friends and family and customers that skincare is my hero product. And so that is some of the ways that we can know what our hero product is. And I think, as Tamara had mentioned one time we were talking down there, is that on the website, it tells you see the wheel, it tells you what product is it that you're selling the most. And so that also is information that can be given to us. And so we also, as Tamara was talking about, crafting our personal story, that the hero product is a part of that story. So we are talking about Angeline, and you're talking about Angeline is interested in her grandchildren, and that is a part of the Angeline story. And so I'm sharing about my grandchildren, that is how I like to spend my time. Angeline likes to go hiking. And so hiking is now a part of my story, and interwoven in all of that is Avon, because I can share my products. My grandchildren were visiting with me for the summer, and I was training them because they're interested in makeup. And I tell them, before you can talk about makeup, you've got to learn about skincare, and so I was training them on that. And so it can now be interwoven, and it becomes it blossoms into our story. So those are definitely things that we want to be focusing on. And having your story is important, because sometimes people come to us with random questions. Hey, tell me about this Avon thing that you're in. I see you're posting all the time about Avon. and people are talking, or you may go somewhere and somebody say, what do you do? What are you interested in? Sometimes the question that is asked of us sometimes has nothing to do with Avon. Somebody just want to get to know you better. And so we need to know, to have our story. It's like having our resume available so that we can just talk. We can't just say, oh, I'm a wife or I'm a mother. We should be talking about the things that we are definitely interested in so that we can share widely on it. I mean, like Jeannie loves to dance. We can talk about dancing, you know, as that. And that is a way that Jeannie can get her community, because she dances and she dances with other people, and she goes to all these events and dance and so on. That's a part of her story, because that is something that she does, and through that community she can then introduce Avon to other people, you know. So those are some of the things that we that we zeroed in on. Any questions, ladies?
No, summed everything up.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
And one of the last thing that I want to mention is, I don't know if you've heard about AI, artificial intelligence, chat GPT, and so on. It's nothing to be scared of. It's just like, remember when the computer was coming on, people thought that it was the end of the world and so on. And 30 years later, we are still here, and everybody is using a computer now. Even people who thought that it was, you know, damnation and so on. So it's the same thing. AI is here, chat GPT, and it is also something that we can incorporate in our business as we go on. Anything else you want to add, ladies, or any questions anybody has?
One of the things that I want to add is, a lot of times we want to post on social media. I know for me, a lot of times I want to post, but sometimes I don't know what to say. I don't know what terminologies to use. I don't, what's going to get people. And this chat GPT is something that has opened my eyes to a lot of possibilities for what I can post on social media that could potentially reach a lot of people. So this is something that I am going to utilize, not only for my Avon business, but for other things that might come up and I'm like stuck and I need some answers. So this is something that this is a tool that is going to eventually be incorporated in not just on the surface right now, but it's going to be incorporated in a lot of things going forward. And as one of the questions that somebody had asked was, how do we know that what, the things that it's saying is authentic to you? But you have to know that. You have to know that when whatever, is put out to you, whether or not that fits who you are before you actually put it out. So one of the things that we need to learn we need to know is, who we are at the core, so that when we start using this tool and it starts to shoot out answers at us, then we will know whether or not it's, actually talking about you as an individual.
Yeah. And
but it was fun. It was fun.
It definitely was. And maybe in the future we will have a dedicated training for you guys to walk you through chat GPT.
Even so you that can, one the one that they made us do, Angeline, that's a good one for us.
Yes,
to do.
Yes,
that actual one.
Yes, we can definitely do that. Duplicate, all of you can do that and get an understanding of it. So that is convention in a nutshell, ladies. We are energized by it, and as we are entering the fourth quarter of the year and of the business, it is as one of the ladies said, that it is the year, the time of the year when we are supposed to make the most money. And so we want to, and that is one of the reasons why convention the date is at this time of the year, so that it prepares us for fourth quarter. And as a team, we are going to be launching fourth quarter even bigger. And so our next meeting, we will have our leader, Orenthia, at our meeting, and she is going to be helping us to launch into our fourth quarter. And so it will be a training to help us with tips and strategies to be successful for fourth quarter. So we're looking forward to that. That is going to be the second Monday in September. So a couple weeks from now. And hopefully we will get as many team members as possible on that. And so at this time, I'm going to be opening for any questions, especially of our new team members that they may have that they want to understand about the business that they're in.
Yeah, I have a question. What is the best way you think is to get started? Online selling.
Okay. So you started with, okay, so first of all is to understand what you are in, what you have gotten yourself in. In this team, our motto is we don't just sell Avon. We are business people operating under the Avon brand. So the first thing is to have a mentality that you have started a business, because that is exactly what it is. And then to educate yourselves on the business that you have gotten yourself in. Avon is good at education, so all of that information is on the website that you have, which is a free website that you have with information and training for you to use. Okay. Now, there are two ways in which you can share the business that you are in. A number of ways, but two ways in which you can, let's say, get customers. You can do it face-to-face and you can do it online. So face-to-face, you use the brochure, you share the brochure, which, as Tamara says, the brochure is our store. We share the brochure with our customers. They look through the brochure and they choose what they would like to buy. And this is where your education comes in, because you can get acquainted with the products. And if you don't know anything about the products, you can always check the website or contact one of us and we can answer any questions. The thing to do is when somebody asks you something that you don't know, you just say, don't say I don't know, and leave it there. I am not sure about that right now, but let me get back to you. And you contact somebody to answer your question. In your situation, the first person that you will contact is Denise. And if Denise is not afraid to call whomever she needs to call, trust me, she will pick up that phone and call whomever to get the answer, right? So
sure will.
So the book, the brochure, now I know you started with $0, which means that you did not get any brochures as yet. So you have nothing to start with. And so you will need to get some brochures.
Okay, that's not a problem. Okay.
To share with people. And I believe you may be, you know you've seen the brochures before, right?
Yes, I'm an old Avon fan.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm an old Avon fan.
Okay, good. Okay, good. And so, and the second thing is you have a free website that customers can shop with you 24/7 from anywhere in the United States of America.
Okay.
So the website is avon.com/repstore/ whatever you had made it. And so you can share that, text it, send an email, put it on social media, inbox people and say, hey, the language I like to use is, hey, I've started my Avon business and I would appreciate your support. You're asking them to support you. You're not saying, I would like for you to buy from me. Trust me, it makes a difference when, because sometimes people will buy, but they don't want you to tell them to buy. It is the interesting thing. These little nuances make a difference. And so I like to say to people, I would appreciate your support in this business. And people will say, oh, okay, I will take a look. Now people are busy, right? And so even though they say they will take a look, they did intend to take a look. But just like you and I intend to take a look, but then my baby is crying, or somebody called me with an emergency, or somebody just called me to chat, or my favorite show is on television, or I gotta eat or something, and they get distracted. Right? And so a day or two may pass, and then you say, hey, thank you for your willingness to support me. Just reminding you to check out my website. Boom. You're reminding them because they said that they will take a look. And so you are following up with them on that. You understand? Now, when they place an order, they place the order, it is through your website, but it is with Avon Direct. So they place the order, they pay for it the same way they would do on Amazon or Walmart or any other online store. They make the purchase, they pay for it. So you don't have to be chasing them for money. They pay for it, and then Avon ships it to them. So this is something that you can tell them actually. And that's what I do with people. I tell them, when you buy from my store, you are shopping with Avon Direct, and Avon will ship the products to you. Because sometimes people are thinking that you are going to be doing it, and that you live in, well, I live in Newark, and Newark people are whatever they think. And so I may not get my thing. And so I assure them that they are shopping with me, but Avon is processing their order, and they are paying Avon, and Avon is shipping the product to them. And then Avon will pay you the commission from what they purchase. Item $60 and more is free shipping. So you want to also tell them that. Now, I just said a whole mouthful, so you can let me know if anything did not make sense, and if we need to explain anything further, or if Tamara or Jeannie think I left out anything important at this point.
No, I have did an online order myself, so I know how that goes.
Okay, good.
I just didn't know about the commission part, because I bought, for my cousin, so I didn't know.
Okay, good. So that is it. You are in Newark. To get you started, I can give you a couple of books, because I don't want you to have to be waiting and so on. So do you work full-time or part-time?
Yes, I do. Yeah, actually, I work full-time. Actually, this week, actually 8 to 4, which is good because I wouldn't be able to be in a Zoom call. I'm normally 12 to 8, 12 in the afternoon to 8 at night, but this week I'm 8 to 4.
Oh, okay. Okay,
So,
good.
I have 4 books.
oh, you have 4 books.
Now,
Okay.
which campaign do you have, Miss Brown?
I have campaign 17 that we're going to be on Wednesday, and I have campaign 16.
Okay. All right. So you have. So are you saying that you can provide her with books?
I have 4 campaigns, 17, and I think 4 campaign 16.
Okay. So if you can provide her with books, then fine. I would give her
I
campaign.
don't like her like that.
What? What?
Keep playing.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay.
No
No, I
problem.
mean, and remember, I said at first that I would provide her with books.
It's no problem.
And then you said whatever.
I
So
know.
I
I
just
have some. It's no problem.
and you know what? I would rather do it. I would
Okay.
rather do it. So
All right, no problem. Got
you
you.
hold yours for your customers. Jerry, so I will be in direct contact with you and
Okay.
see what's the
Thank
best
you.
way to get the books
Okay. Thank
to
you so much.
So I want you to work towards building an order for campaign 17. Campaign 17 starts on Wednesday and it runs for 2 weeks. So if you are able to take books to your job, you can you can do that, or in your community or your family. But right now, right away, you can be sharing, texting, and that's your homework. Text and send your link to your family and friends. Hey, I've started, and I would appreciate your support. Here is my link. You are shopping directly. Avon will process your order and ship it to you just as it is done with Amazon.
And don't worry, I would take you off my customer list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get started on that.
Okay.
Right away. Yes,
Good.
I am.
Yeah.
Thank you, my darling.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, any other questions? We're going to.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why we can't back order?
They stopped it. I guess it's just like shopping anywhere. It makes it less complicated, really, because all of the basic items you can always get at pretty much the same price. There are just a few items that it will normally be different, but it is what it is, my dear. One of those things we just have to deal with. There's a new incentive coming up, and we will tell you guys more about it as the information comes up. All right. Wilniv, good to see you. I gather you can't really speak, so we we hope that all is well with you. You know to reach out to me if you have any questions. All right, ladies, that is going to be a wrap. I am not going to hold you any longer. Those of us who were away for the weekend, we're going to get our beauty sleep. And I won't even take any picture tonight.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Oh, Wilniv, there you are. There you are. Hey. Any questions you have for us? Good to see that
not
you're...
really. I was dealing with my husband's sickness, so I'll start, over again.
Yeah. How is he doing?
He's doing pretty good now. It's trying to get back on his feet.
Okay, so he's still in the rehab?
No, he's home right now.
Oh, good. Okay. Okay. That's good. Thank God for that. Oh yeah, we see your orange. That's all right. Or whatever that was. Listen, that's how it is, Denny's was
Jeannie, I have your apple.
Oh, you do?
No, Jeannie. I have your
apple. Oh God.
How you get an apple? You want my apple? You better eat it.
So,
You might as well eat it.
so
I
Jerry,
just want to
Jerry,
make sure.
I
okay,
Yeah.
got
I'm sorry.
5 of them.
I'm sorry, Willie, what you were
No,
saying?
I was just saying, I just want to make sure to be part of it tonight. But I was
Yes,
driving when
yes, I'm glad.
really.
I'm glad. Yes, I'm glad. And I know you work on Mondays sometimes too. So I'm glad
Yes.
that you got the
Mhm.
opportunity
Yes.
to be here.
Mhm.
I was gonna say something.
It took
Oh
off anyway.
yes, the thing is, ladies, what we want to encourage you to do, because as leaders, we were talking, Tamara and I were talking yesterday as we were at the train station, and we were saying that, it does get a little discouraging when we have team members and they are not engaged and
Mhm.
they are not operating their business the way we would, listen, we only want you to do well because we know that there's the potential for you to earn some money from this business, right? I'm in education and I'm not working for August. And my business is able, it's not the same as when I'm working, but my business is able to fill the slack for me. And I
Wow.
want us all to reach that stage where we are earning, some money that can, take vacation, buy a pair of shoes, whatever not. And so we want to continue to be active in our business.
Sure.
People forget the same way you forget to buy and to do things, people forget. And the thing that I always admire about Jeannie is that Jeannie is constantly on those people. She told us that she was on the train last night, texting her customers, reminding them that the campaign ends tomorrow. And so place your order, let me know what you want. People just need reminders. And so we need to remind them to place their orders. And so that's what that's about. We just have to be active participants in our business and remember that Avon is now a full service business. So the things you use at home that you buy at Walmart and Target and so on, you can buy them from yourself. And chances are you're going to be paying less for them. So look into that as well.
And another thing, when we need something from the store, we go and get it. If we want to buy something online, we go online and get it. They don't come to us. We go to them. So that's how we have to do our customers. We have to go to them because they want stuff from us. But if we don't ask them, they're not going to come.
Yes.
So that's why I have to remind them, because they're not going to just walk into the store. And then some people, they say, well, you didn't remind me. And I'm like, okay, I'll remind you next time. Because they want to buy stuff, but if you don't push your business, then they're not going to think twice about it.
Yes. And where the
So
products
that's
used,
how I look at it.
thank you, you're right. Where the products, use the products, and it will attract people. People will ask questions about the product, and then you can promote your business. Okay.
Okay.
But
Well,
thank
good night,
you,
ladies.
ladies, for coming on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Have a good night, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you.
Okay, good evening.